In the last video, we fought through the left column of the second handout, or second side. Now we're on number 6 of the last column. In the student class, add set seat and get seat methods. Set seat and get seat methods in the student class. Okay, I've already typed those in while we're gone. There's set seat and get seat. Please listen to the English. Set seat sets the seat value to S. The English makes sense. Get seat could be called return seat. It returns, it gets the value of seat and sends it back to the tester. Okay. Methods that change values in the instance fields are called mutator methods. Methods that just let the tester or other class access them are called accessor methods. Mutator and accessor methods. Mutators change, just like the X-Men are mutants. Their chromosomes have been changed. Access gives us access to private things that we couldn't ordinarily otherwise get to. In the roster class, add a getRandom method that returns the number in the range from 1 up to size and make it private. So in the roster class, put it right here, public random number, and return our int, and then math.random, empty parentheses. The kids who are fighting for a B- in the class, the kids aren't getting random very well. You know, and even kids who have A- on bad days sometimes put something in the parentheses there. They get nervous maybe. Nothing ever goes in the parentheses after random. Nothing. We always multiply by the range, and then we add the low value every time. Our range is 1 to 31. That's a range of 31 different numbers. However, we have to use the size variable because not every class Mr. Reisky has size of 31. I think period 3 has size 32, and period 4 I think is size 30. Anyway, they're all different. And then the low number is 1. We want a seat number in the range from 1 to 31 for each of these students eventually. That's what we're about to do. Okay, so it says in the roster class, add the method named assign seats. Okay, please read these directions. If you're heading towards the AP exam, I wish you'd just stop now and try it if you haven't tried this yet. See what you would do, and then compare what you do to what I do down here and about doing a video. That's the algorithm I'll use. Okay, for assigned seats. In fact, I'll just go ahead and copy the code. I copy the algorithm and put it over in my roster class. So public void assign seats. Go give everybody a seat, a unique seat number. You can't use the same seat twice. All right. Create a Boolean array with length equal to size. So Boolean. Since we're assigning seat numbers, I'll call it seats, I guess. How's that? Boolean seats. Or did I call it something else down here? Let's see. I called it nums, it says there. So I'll call it nums, just so I'm consistent with my directions. Boolean nums. Set it equal to length size. Loop through my list with an enhanced for loop. My list is our instance field of type student, which is an array. So student S, go through my list. In the loop, call getRandom and store the number it returns in an int named ran. Int ran equals random. I knew I'd do something wrong. I forgot to make a random number private. Right there, make it private. Okay, int ran equals random number. In the loop, create another loop that loops as long as nums of ran minus 1 is true. So while nums of ran minus 1 is true. Inside this loop, call getRandom and store the returned int into ran again. End this loop with a brace. And what else? I think I forgot some directions. Let's see. End this loop with a brace. Oh yeah, there's more directions I didn't copy and paste. Set, got into the brace thing. Where's the brace? Right there. Set num of ran minus 1 to true. Set this student's seat to ran. So the student is named S up here in my loop. Student S. So S dot set seat to ran, and end this loop with a brace. And that should do it. Let's see. Cross my finger. That's a lot of code. Compile. Forgot a parenthesis up there at the end of my random method. Public void assigned seats. I forgot to put parentheses there. And I named the array nums, not num. And now, maybe it'll work. How do I test it? It said to test it with this code over here in the roster tester. Roster tester. Yeah. Compile. Did it work? Do all these kids have different seat numbers? Let's see. Do I see a 1? Michelle's got a 1. She's the only one. How about a 2? Carl's a 2 and nobody else is. Good. How about 3? Is Joshua? He's good. He's the only 3 there is. And 4, let's go to the big end. Let's go to 31. Yep, Ashley has 31. Christy has 30. Any more 31s or 30s? Better not be, right? And there's not, so I think this code's working. I'll do my best tomorrow in class to explain the code to you, the algorithm, why I did everything I did. But tonight, please get it working. Definitely be far too hard for a quiz, although we'll practice again when we deal cards. Because when you deal cards, you almost always have a single deck of cards, and you don't want to give the same card to different people, right? Or even the same card twice, the same person. You gotta keep track of your deck of cards. So it's a very important concept.